Are we doing? Hope everyone's having a good day so far. This is probably my fourth or fifth attempt this weekend trying to get this live going. I'm not gonna lie, it has been a day. It's been just craziness with I'm trying to do new streaming platforms and trying to make sure that we're putting together a good product for you all. And so now that I finally got it going, I'm actually going to go live on Facebook as well. Let them know what's going on. And then once I let them know where we're doing this, we're going to jump right into it. And we're going to talk about what's going on this week. Hope everyone's doing all right. It has been wet here in Kentucky. I don't know where you're watching from, but just know it has been not the greatest couple of days weather-wise. It even snowed a little bit the other day. It all melted, then it froze again. So kind of been all over the place. And so here we go. Facebook, come on over to YouTube. I just sent you guys the link so you guys can come over and join us. So let's jump right into it. I don't have the things coming across the screen today. Apologize, didn't have time to kind of put that together, but I will try to go through everything as slow as possible so you can follow. So let's talk about this past week of homes closed. These are homes that are done, sold, keys have been exchanged, all the fun jazz. And we had 40 in Lexington this week. Week 2, there was 40. Week 1, 28. So been pretty steady here in Lexington. I know for me personally, we've had 3 deals in this month. So not a bad way to start the new year. Definitely want to do more, keep that going, but that's okay. Georgetown, you had 8. Week 2, you only had about 5. Week 1, you had 5. So picked up a little bit in Georgetown. Lexington, ladies and gentlemen, is just going to be off the charts compared to some of these other places. For sales, you only had 3. Week 2, you only had 2. So for sales, if you're in for sales and you're thinking about listing, there is no competition right now. I mean, there really isn't. So something to consider. Winchester, there was 8. Go Winchester. Week 2, you only had about 2. Week 1, the first week of January, you only had 4. So 8 closings this week. So that means they probably had 8 go under contract, at this point last month. So a little Christmas shopping, buy yourself a new home. Paris, you only had 1 closing this week. Nicholasville only had 3 closings. Richmond had 12. And then I've added a new city. I've added Frankfort. I don't know why it took me so long to finally add Frankfort, but we added it. So we're back into it. So homes that sold. So homes that went under contract this week. That's really important. We had one here in the Deuce Kirk team. Lexington overall, 229. That's insane. That blew me away. Week 2, there was only 43. Week 1, 28. So absolute craziness. Lexington has just been hot recently. There was a bunch of homes out, and I'm sure a lot are gone now. So Georgetown, you had 83 homes go under contract. For sales, you had 23. Winchester, 35. Paris, 12. Nicholasville had 36. Richmond had 55. Frankfort had 63. So last week of the month, semi-last week of the month, ladies and gentlemen, it has kicked up. Buyers are out. Buyers are buying homes. So again, thinking about listing your home, people are shopping. People are out there. They're trying to find that new home. So let's talk about active listings. So new homes that have come on the market in this past week. Lexington had 25 homes come on the market. Georgetown had 16. For sales, had 6 homes come on the market. Winchester had 6. Paris had 2. That's been pretty consistent. Number-wise for all of those areas. Nicholasville had 9. Richmond had 22. Frankfort only had 6. One of them was ours, and it sold within 24 hours. Actually, 36 hours. So, I mean, we got it in. We got it off the market relatively quick. So let's talk about days on the market, how long they're lasting. So for Lexington, they're averaging about 25. Georgetown's averaging 30 days on the market before they sold. These are homes. This is coming off the homes that have closed, not active homes. There's some homes that have been on there for a long time in some of these different areas, but I'm going off of the data that, well, these homes that did close, how long did it take for them to sell? So in Lexington, they're averaging about 3 weeks. Georgetown's averaging a month. For sales for the limited market and the limited homes that are out there, the ones that are closing, 6 days. So that's something to think about. Winchester's at 58 days. Paris, 74 days. Nicholasville's averaging 9 days for the ones that have closed. Richmond, 51. And then Frankfort, 112. So the home that we actually just sold was in Frankfort. So if you're in the Frankfort market and you're thinking about listing your home, you got to give us a phone call. We're going to get your house sold, I promise you. Average sold price, these are for the homes that closed. And so in Lexington, about 400K. Georgetown's just under 300K. For sales has some nice homes out there, so I'm not shocked by this number. 482,000. There's some really nice homes out in for sales, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, I've got a few best neighborhood videos out there on for sales. There's more out there. For sales is a great area. Winchester, 318,000. Paris, 245,000. Nicholasville's 383,000. Richmond, 250,000, and then Frankfort, 250,000. So kind of gives you an idea of what's being sold out there and what they're, coming close. So sold to list ratio, just a quick reminder, sold to list ratio actually means what you list it for versus what you actually sold it for. So if you sold it for more than what you got it, then you sold it 100+%. Only one city broke 100% this week. Lexington was at 98. So the homes that you listed, you're probably getting pretty close to that sales price. Georgetown, 99%. For sales was 103%. Go for sales. So Winchester, 95%. Paris, 86%. And that's roughly average. You'll have a few of those weeks where in Paris you're not selling it for everything that you want. So if you're thinking about selling your home in Paris, you really got to call us if you really want to get closer to that 100% sold to list ratio. Nicholasville's 94%, Richmond 97%, Frankfort 95%. So that's all the data for this week. I didn't want to go crazy with everybody with everything going on. I know it's pretty nuts, but it's okay because we're enjoying this. This is a lot of fun. And, now that we're getting into February is going to be, I'm sure February is going to be interesting, but I got a lot of people that I'm talking to that we're now getting into that buying season. So it kind of leads us into the questions that I usually get, is it time to sell? Yes. This is a great time to sell because there's limited inventory everywhere. Frankfort for sales, Nicholasville, limited inventory. I'm telling you, that's really important when it comes to, trying to, think about selling your home and getting the most out of it. So if you're thinking about it, you got to talk to us. You got to let us know. I know we sold one in Frankfurt. I'm working on getting a listing presentation ready for another couple that lives in Frankfurt. So it's a good time. If you're thinking about it, you have somewhere to go, this is a great time to sell. If you don't know where you want to go or what that next step is, just reach out to us. We'll make sure that we help you find that next home on top of, helping sell your current home. Whether you're downsizing, you're trying to upgrade, we can make it happen for you. So, like I said, our most recent listing sold in 36 hours. We're rolling right now. And like I said, I've got 3 deals going on and we've got more on the way. So kind of leads me to my next point. We're actually going to be going into the studio this week and we're going to be talking about how to sell your home, things to think about, things to consider, especially if you're trying to do it as a for sale by owner. There are so many legal steps that you have to take that most people don't consider, most people don't think about. And so it's kind of cool that we're going to do a video like this because some people really want to just try it, but we're going to tell you how to do it hopefully it enlightens you to kind of think about, man, I don't know if I want to take these steps. I don't know if I need to want to really hire a lawyer to write up all these contracts, whereas I could just do a 6% commission fee and let someone else take care of all of it. So we'll have that coming out in the next few weeks for sure on our channel. So be up to date. And you know, I think I've pretty much announced for everyone that follows me on Instagram and Facebook. Here on YouTube, we are going to post a kind of announcement video as well. But I'll go ahead and let you all know we have decided to shift brokerages. We're leaving Keller Williams of Commonwealth and we're moving to eXp Realty here in Lexington. So one of the biggest reasons I decided to do that, especially because I know Deuce is going, and that's great. But I was sold on, just again, the culture. They had a really cool in-house studio that I'm going to be utilizing quite a bit. And it's going to help, again, enhance the quality of this product. So that way, I'm making sure I'm giving and bringing all the information that I need to you all. So expect to see a lot more in studio films. Like I said, we're going in this week. We're going to do a couple of videos, me and Deuce are, and it's going to be really cool. I'm very excited for the future with this move. So let me answer the next few questions. Is it time to buy? It's a great time to buy. I know it may seem like a seller's market because there's low inventory, but I read you the numbers. The sold to list ratio, only one city had over 100% sold to list ratio. Okay, does that mean that every house is going to be 98%, 97%? No, but I mean, you saw the numbers. I mean, there's 40 homes that sold in Lexington. Only 98% of them got close to what they were supposed to be listing for. So this is a great time to buy if you can afford it. I mean, I had 3 buyers find their homes this month. So we're going to close next month and we're going to get them moving on. So if you're thinking about it, you got to do me a favor. You got to shoot me an email, shoot me a text. Let me know what your plans are. I'm talking to families that are moving in the next 4 months. I've talked to people who are retiring in the next 2 years. It really doesn't matter. Just let me know what your plans are so I can make sure that I'm doing everything I can to best prepare for you. And that way it will make that transition very, very smooth for you. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else, interest rates. We'll see what happens with that. I keep hearing they're going to go down as we get closer to spring. So buyers, be ready for that. As we get closer into the springtime, expect them to come down a little bit. I mean, they're still in the 6s. I mean, don't expect it to drop to 4s or 3s. You're not going to see those kind of rates. And I mean, I just wanted to let you all know. So steps to buying a home real quick. Remember, you got to get pre-qualified. If you don't know what you can afford, then there's really little point in trying to go shopping, especially if you're going to get your hopes up looking at $350,000 houses and then only get qualified for like $200,000. Those are very 2 different kinds of houses. So let's make sure that we get that piece checked off, and then we can at least have that ballpark. And I think that's it for today. It was a real short video today. I just wanted to get on here, make sure you all kind of knew what's going on. It's picking up, without a doubt. It's picking up. So if you're buying or selling, just know the market is, as we get closer and closer to March, it's going to get faster and faster and more homes are going to sell. I'm telling you, this is a great time to sell. Not a lot of inventory out there. You can call it a seller's market if you want, but in reality, you just have a little bit better of an advantage because you're going to be a diamond in the rough. People are going to flood your home, and we're going to get you at more than what you thought you were going to get. So, everyone, it's Sunday. Hope everyone's enjoying themselves. Like I said, it is flying. I've been up since 7 a.m. and it's 3:30 right now, which is insane to me. And today's just going by so fast. But I think it's also because I'm being a little bit productive. And I'm trying to think of what else. Football's got going on. We got championship weekend going on. Hope everyone's team made it somewhat far this year. Hearts out to all you Dallas Cowboy fans. I know it's tough. It's very, very rough. But you know what? Just jump on the Bengals bandwagon, man. They're fun to watch. Joe Burrow, he's just fun to watch himself. So I'm pulling for him. I got a lot of Cincinnati friends. Went to school in Cincinnati for a little bit. So I got a soft spot for those Bengals. And who day. Hopefully they pull it out tonight against Patrick Mahomes. They've done it 3 times. Joe Burrow has, I should say. And so I wouldn't be shocked if they did it again. my small prediction for Super Bowl Sunday is probably going to be Philadelphia and Bengals, and I think that's going to be a great Super Bowl. So keep your fingers crossed that we see that. And everyone, have a great Sunday. This is good. I'll get back onto it. I promise you. Maybe I'll do a stream out of the studio here in the near future. I'll have to figure out how to set that up, make sure that it connects and it shifts okay. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, y'all have a great day. It's been fun. I'll see y'all next week.